Salut à tous les amis, c'est Dragon YouTube. On se retrouve sur un nouveau live sur Like a Dragon cette fois-ci. On va essayer de terminer un peu le jeu. Vous connaissez pas le jeu, vous allez voir, il est vraiment bien. Si vous connaissez pas, n'hésitez pas à aller voir les rediffs que j'avais fait déjà. Vous comprendrez un peu mieux l'histoire. Alors, on va mettre la miniature. Hum. Un petit instant les amis. Je vous tout de suite. Là voilà. Mode abonné. Tac. Voilà. Alors ça c'est bon. Voilà. Et ça c'est bon. Alors, ça c'est tout bon aussi. Voilà. Alors, si vous connaissez pas le jeu, là, l'histoire, il faut que... Il a retrouvé sa mère, notre ami, le héros. Et du coup, maintenant, faut qu'il retrouve la fille. Salut Nobo, bienvenue. Bien, merci beaucoup. J'espère qu'on m'entend bien sur le live. Bien, bien. Impeccable. Alors, il y aura certainement 3 lives. Il y aura 3 ou 2 lives. Il y aura donc ce live-là. Et je ferai un live Fortnite. Je verrai, il y aura peut-être des games normales et puis du RP. Voilà, walou. On verra bien. Salut Nobo, à la prochaine. Merci pour le like et d'être passé. Bon dimanche, plus tard. Comme je disais, ouais, je ferai aussi. Donc je vais faire à peu près 1 heure de ce jeu là. Après 1 heure d'un autre jeu et peut-être 1 heure d'un autre jeu si j'ai le temps. Sinon, je ferai ce jeu-là et Fortnite. Voilà. On verra bien. On va se dépêcher. C'est vrai qu'on a changé d'heure, les amis. J'y pensais plus qu'on avait changé d'heure. Je pensais que c'était 15 heures, moi. Je me croyais en retard, du coup c'est 14h50. C'est 15 heures. Parfait. Bien. Je ferai jamais au changement d'heure, moi. Hop là. Ça c'est bon. Je vous mets mes réseaux sociaux. Merci aussi à ceux qui se follow sur mes réseaux sociaux. N'hésitez pas à jeter un petit coup d'œil. Vous avez tout sur mon Twitch, mon Instagram, le Discord. Vous avez tout dessus. Voilà. Impeccable. Ok. Impeccable. Et ben voilà. Faudra que je rechange mon heure aussi, hein. Attendez un petit instant, les amis. Ok, allons-y, c'est parti, let's go. Allons-y. Voilà. Ouais, comme je disais, je vais pas m'enfermer sur un seul jeu parce que avant je m'étais enfermé sur Fortnite et après c'est des coups à plus vouloir en faire. Donc du coup, c'est pour ça que je varie sur ma chaîne les jeux. C'est important de varier les jeux, sinon après ben on peut s'ennuyer et puis. Alors, on en est où là? On en est là. Je sais qu'au niveau de l'équipement, j'avais fait pas mal de choses. Lui c'est bon. C'est bon. J'ai obtenu ça. Ok. Ça. Le sabre, j'avais réussi à y mettre le sabre. Qui est pas mal. Voilà. Ensuite, on a quoi d'autre? On a ça. Lui c'est bon. Impeccable. Du coup, il faut qu'on aille où maintenant? Il faut qu'on aille. Alors. Ici. Alors je sais qu'il y a lui là. Il faut que j'aille voir. Ok. Il faut que j'aille là. Il y a ça. Voilà. Impeccable. Ensuite. Est-ce que je vais là ou est-ce que je vais aller là d'abord? Faire des étapes, étape par étape, tranquille. On va essayer de terminer tranquillement mais sûrement. Lancer le verre de l'amitié, bien sûr.
Yeah, but is that really true? I just can't believe it. Gotcha.
Bah du coup je suis en avance avec le changement d'heure. C'est 15 heures.
I'll go check it out myself.
Voilà.
Depending on how things go, this could mean war.
Looks like something happened with 𝐶𝐼𝐶o-san.
Yeah, something alarming at that. Especially if it means war.
If I recall correctly, the two of you have talked about it before. About how her girls being headhunted may
Donc
have
le
been
programme du jour, ça sera donc le jeu là,
I guess the
du Fortnite
CEO
après
has been
ensuite.
fawning
Je vais essayer
over
de
her
faire 1 heure à
husband
chaque
and
fois de jeu,
everything.
à peu près.
not so sure
Et
about
puis voilà,
that.
tranquille. Donc là si c'est
It's hard
15
to
heures,
say,
c'est
going by that
16 heures à peu
small
près. Après 16, 17, 17, 18, on va faire à peu près comme ça.
Excuse me, are you Suzuki-san? Thanks for looking out for our mama.
Who? You talking to me?
Who else would she be talking to? You're the only Taichi Suzuki here.
You mentioned your mama. I'm guessing you're one of Psycho's girls?
Yeah, she was just here, right? I came to stop her from rushing into trouble, but she hung up before I could get a word in.
So the person Psycho was talking to.
Yep, it was me.
What's going on?
Right. You know that CEO making a move on our mama? Turns out he has connections with the rival club.
The rich guy with a consulting firm?
Yeah, him. Apparently he and the manager of the rival club ran in the same circles back in college. Mr. CEO was always looking out for him. Anyway, it sounds like the club manager asked his old pal to keep hounding our mama to keep her from noticing all the headhunting.
So Psycho went to give those guys a piece of her mind. That's what you thought she'd be in trouble, right?
Yeah, she sounded pretty pissed, so I figured I had to stop her.
All right, I'll go check on her then. Do you know where this club is?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
Ok. On rejoigne.
I can't believe you've been wasting my time. So tell me, was everything just a ruse so you could pick apart my whole crew?
Well, guess this is the end of the line. You caught me. I did help him headhunt for his club, yes. It was a request from an old friend, see. He always comes to me whenever he's in a pinch.
Sorry about all this. I'll clean up this mess.
It's fine. But, Psycho-san, listen. I know you're angry, but I think there's been a little misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. Sure there is. But now that I know what you're after, I can see right through you. You're just a pair of scumbags.
Hey! Watch your mouth. My friend here makes millions in a month. And you're just a mama from some cheap-ass club.
What, you expect me to change my tune just because he's filthy rich? This is between me and him, so buzz off, dumbass!
Comment qu'il a parlé?
You bitch.
Guess you didn't need my help after all. That's quite a face you're making, Psycho.
Oh. Hey, Ǩiryu-san. Why are you here?
I got word you were pissed at a guy for using you, but you seem to be keeping a cool head.
Well, yeah. I just want them to quit snatching up my girls. Well, that and having them swear never to do that again.
Right. So that's why you got yourself a bodyguard.
Oula, le mot d'accord, ils ont mis 3 au lieu de un seul A.
You know, since I'd rather not lay a hand on a lady and all.
Can we not? I didn't come here to deal with you.
I don't want to get dragged into this either. At least, wait until I leave?
No can do, man. Gotta hit him hard and fast to come out on top. The guy's hired by the Sayaka Mukoda. You can bet she's got something up her sleeve.
Ouais, bah il va s'en prendre plein la tronche, notre ami.
Hold on, I think you've got the wrong idea now. Just FYI, you're messing with the wrong person. I can't tell you his name, but I'm warning you. He's strong enough to be called a legend.
Like I'm falling for that. Come on, boys! Time to shut him up! Get him!
Vas-y, on va les éclater.
I'm ready. Right.
Alors, voyons voir. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire?
What's the holdup?
Voyons voir.
Something wrong?
Try
On
this
s'en
on
occupe.
the side. Take this.
Ah bah dis donc.
Here we go.
On va pouvoir jouer de lui.
I'm not backing down. You're gonna get stomped.
Time to put you down.
Prends ça dans tes dents. Voilà. Oh la vache. Il prend cher. Oh, pas une femme, mon ami. Et non, t'as loupé. Non, elle va éclater la face.
I'm not backing down.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, là?
It's over!
Oh, ça va. On va te calmer, notre ami. Voilà.
Here we go.
Prends ça dans tes dents.
Check this out. You're gonna be
Oh! C'est combien, madame?
I got this.
Oh, joli! Oh, il a volé, le mec. Voilà, et on a gagné. Oh! On a gagné ça en argent. Impeccable. Sac de serveuse, ça y est, j'ai réussi à l'avoir. Ça, c'est bien. Je vais pouvoir modifier son sac à la dame.
What the hell are you?
I did say you messed with the wrong guy.
Wait, please! I really can't fight or anything! This has all been a misunderstanding, Psycho-san!
Give it up already, won't you? The manager here asked you to toy with me, didn't he? You think I was in a rush to get married since I'm right at that age? So you played it up thinking I'd bite?
Just a second. Why do you insist Psycho's misunderstanding something? Spit it out.
I admit it. At first, I did try to get close to Psycho-san at my friend's behest. He wanted me to draw your attention. That way he could poach all the girls you've trained yourself. As for me, I thought I could have some fun with a young, beautiful mama who works hard to earn her money with her own club.
Ugh, can you hurry up and get to the point already? Because you're just adding fuel to the fire right now.
I apologize. Just please, just let me say my piece.
Fine, I'm listening.
After dating you, I started to fall for you. Your personality and your business philosophy, and that's when I realized if I were to find a partner for life, I can't see myself with anyone but you.
What are you saying?
Do you truly hate me, Psycho-san? I was kind of hoping I still stood a chance, however slight. I've got money and the looks, if I do say so myself. My business is doing well, and I love kids. And I fully understand that my personality needs some fixing.
Wait, are you seriously trying to propose to her right now?
I am. I hadn't been interested in marriage at all, not until recently. Too many women have tried to get close to me.
T'aurais du Fortnite un petit peu plus tard. Je me suis même pas rendu compte qu'on avait changé l'heure, donc faites attention, hein, il est 15h. Et non pas 16. Du coup, il y aura donc il y a ce live là, et après il y aura vers 17h30, 18h un live Fortnite, soit RP, soit game normal, on verra. Ou j'essaierai de faire game normal RP, ou RP game normal. On verra bien. On verra bien. C'est juste pour un petit peu avancer dans le jeu là. Surtout que je suis à 60% du jeu.
What bullshit.
Huh?
I'm done listening to your stupid long-winded excuse, so now you listen to me. First, run off to that little friend of yours. Tell him not to come near my girls. Ever. If he tries to pull another stunt like that again, he's as good as dead in this town. I'll crush that little club of his and kick you two out of 𝐲𝐿 myself.
But what about my proposal?
I'm not done talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, but your words didn't get my heart racing. But I admit, it takes balls to propose given your current situation. Maybe that would have worked on some other girl, but not me. But if you keep coming on to me, I will humiliate you so badly you will never recover from the shame.
Elle est vénère, madame.
Oh God!
Don't you ever come looking for me again, if you know what's best for you. It's over. Goodbye.
Ciao, au moins c'est clair.
You're a tough one. Guess I didn't need to check on you.
Elle est en mode vénère là. Donc comment vas-tu, Sanglou? Tu vas bien? En ce dimanche?
Unbelievable! Like, seriously, do I only attract guys like him? They all try to weigh marriage with pros and cons, but I don't see a single goddamn pro from my end. Ugh, idiots. All of
Elle est plus que vénère, madame.
Joke.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
I'm a businesswoman. I have my priorities sorted, unlike most guys.
Agreed. But maybe you ought to slow down. You're drinking too much too fast.
Well, excuse me, but I am pretty depressed right now. Is that how marriage proposals go nowadays? Or am I just old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned how?
Well, when I think of marriage, I think of a place two lovers end up after affirming their feelings for one another. But that CEO and even Ichiban.
Yeah?
They both said the same thing, like how they'd make me happy and what sort of dream we could live out together. But there's something more important than all of that. Why didn't he realize that? And he thought he could get away with it after knowing me for so long.
Look, maybe this is just my imagination.
Uh-huh.
The CEO and Kasuga's proposals, they both sounded the same to you, didn't they?
I mean, Ichiban's was probably worse, but yeah, they were pretty similar. Especially when it comes to saying what mattered most to me.
I figured as much.
What makes you say that?
I've spent a lot of time with Kasuga in Hawaii. His awkwardness aside, I do admire his passion. And by now, after having a few drinks with you, I can imagine what sort of date you went on and what you guys talked about. I'm sure he was spinning his wheels, trying so hard to convince you.
Il a plus que galéré, il avait...
Unfortunately,
il a fait d'énormes conneries quand il a essayé de la séduire.
the same thing to you. That there
Il a demandé en mariage au premier rendez-vous, le mec.
That wasn't what you wanted to hear when he was proposing, was it? But you can't bring yourself to tell him that you wanted to hear something else. Because of that, you spent all this time not talking to him.
You really think so? Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what this is all about.
I can't answer that question for you. But I do have one piece of advice. Nobody knows when their life will be over. One day, you might be told your days are numbered.
Oh, Kiryu-san.
When you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. But the clock's ticking. I don't recommend you end things the way they are.
Ah, t'aurais lui reparler.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you,
Il a raison.
Kiryu-san.
No need to thank me. Those just the ravings of an old man.
If you say so. You know, I really loved my grandpa, so you can keep going on about the good old days if you want.
Hey now, I was just being modest there. Don't actually treat me like any other old man.
Il
Yes,
traite
sir.
de grand-père.
Anyway, I'll slow down so we can take our time drinking.
En attendant, pour un grand-père, il sait se
How
battre.
about a toast?
To what?
Let's see. To this very moment, to enjoy the rest of our lives to the fullest.
Not bad. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ben voilà, tranquille. Ah, la chaîne soit ennemie, mais à terre. Ah, toujours bien ça. Alors, voyons voir. Je vais regarder dans la fabrication d'armes. Sac de serveuse et cristal d'arc-en-ciel. Ah là, le sac de serveuse, mais ça manque la boîte de pastilles pour la toux. Mais ça, j'arrive pas à le trouver, je sais pas où c'est. Même l'aileron de requin. Le sac de serveuse, c'est bien. Ça pourrait me permettre d'avoir ce sac pour elle. Et ça permettrait comme ça. Et alors, attends, objet. Faut alors lui mettre des PV, hein, notre ami.
It's got flavor.
Alors, on va mettre ça en PV. Il n'y aurait pas 100 par hasard. Voilà. Alors, une petite sauvegarde. Jamais. Voilà. Ensuite, ça. Et ensuite, on va regarder les tâches. Alors, retrouver ce qui est. Il y a ça. Là. Hop, on n'est pas loin.
I'm good.
trop bien ce jeu. J'adore ce jeu.
Good, you're here. Have everything you.
Allons-y.
Let's straight over to Stardust. Hope you're prepared for this.
J'espère que tu es prêt, je vais m'assurer que...
bucket list some weight to it.
Allez, ok. Voilà.
And there it is. Kamurocho's prevailing host club. Stardust.
C'est joli, hein, franchement. Stylé, hein.
They've come a long way, I suppose.
J'aime bien l'environnement, c'est bon.
Obviously, the Jingon occupation brought some drastic.
Les personnages, ils sont bien faits, les graphismes sont bien faits.
Now it's returned to its more traditional roots, so to speak.
Franchement, c'est top. Je sais qu'il y avait des épisodes, mais moi je suis passé directement à celui-là, moi, cet épisode. J'ai pas fait les autres épisodes d'avant.
Huh? Yuya. Huh. Honestly, things never change. Right in the middle of the street.
Like I give a shit who you're with. The Tojo clan couldn't even get protection money from us. Now get out of here. Don't come back again.
You're freaking dead! We're gonna ruin this joint!
That the best you got for me? Real Kamurocho natives sneeze better threats. Let me teach you. Never screw with the big boys.
Alors c'est qui lui?
Hey, isn't that... Oh my gosh! Kazuki-san! He's the coolest! And Yuya-san's here too! I'm ascending.
Nicely done, Yuya. You're as fearless as the day I met you.
Kazuki-san. I'll cover the outside. We'll worry about business on the inside.
You know how boring it is without you in there? Come. There's always more to do.
On it.
Wow! So chic! Stardust! I want to marry this place!
Seems as popular as ever, huh?
I suppose so. I appreciate you helping me get one last look at them.
Slow down. Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Hell of a show.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it?
Those crooks were looking for protection money. Amazing how you all beat them back. And by the looks of it, business is booming for you boys.
Suppose so. We're pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. Our competitors like to say we're behind the times. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him in charge again, we're all eager to work here. The fact that he still pulls in such young fans is especially motivating. Us young bloods have to keep up.
Merci en tout cas pour les likes, ceux qui partagent, s'abonnent et puis n'hésitez pas à aller rejoindre les réseaux sociaux. Vous avez Discord, vous avez l'Instagram, ma chaîne secondaire, ma chaîne Twitch et ma boutique et mon Tipeee.
Most people have forgotten by now, but the Jingon Mafia took this place some time ago. They had money, weapons, people. Things got really rough for a bit.
Jingon used Stardust to launch their Kamurocho expansion. It was a smart play.
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. Have you heard the entire history behind it all? As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho in the first place, I mean. You see, the Korean Mafia was beaten, badly, by Tojo Clan Yakuza back in the 80s. Meaning, no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then. Do you know about the Dragon of Dojima?
Yep, I've heard the name before at least.
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐿 after all. Yeah, Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back, they went straight for Stardust and Retribution. You could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma Kiryu's legacy of violence.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate. You know?
Don't you think? I gotta say, this city's story has always been about honest people paying for the underground sins. At least the Jingon are dead and buried now, anyway. Kiryu-san too, so I've been told. And with all of them gone, it fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender in town. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
I see. Fair enough. I'd say you've got a point.
Hey!
Thanks for your time. Hope we didn't bother you.
No, of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
Hey, where are you going? This isn't what we came for. Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them there.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself. It's just a chance to hear them, see how they're really doing.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well. And I've heard enough.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't agree with him. I've never heard them utter one word of resentment.
Even still,
Honestly, just come upstairs. What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Think of it as part of the tour. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
Hey, by the way, this place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Here it is, trying to clear your name by muddying mine. I apologize for that, Date-san.
Oh, get this, Date-san. Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah, I saw. Happened to be down the street during the confrontation. Well fought. Don't tell anyone I said that. Technically, I probably should have arrested you.
How are you always so up to date?
Rolling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah? Of what sort?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Back in the day, Yuya would hurl Yakuza hither and yon from our doorway. Let's say for one, Kiryu-san, naturally.
I get it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. Crazy. I can count on one hand the fights I've lost in my life, but I've never felt strength like his before or since. That first night, he looked just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Yuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
Well, Yuya's not alone there. Sometimes I'm stunned he's been gone so long.
Bet everyone in this district who ever met the guy feels that, now and again.
Maybe. Still, he had a way of bringing trouble wherever he went, wouldn't you say? Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good faith deny that, I guess. Talk about someone the world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine. If you're still carrying this with you, might as well let it out.
Okay. The thing is, no one ever took the brunt of it worse than Kiryu-san himself. When that man clenched his jaw and furrowed his eyes, all your doubts would disappear.
I'll never forget the first time we met. He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, he found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to this city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah. That's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san.
Hmm?
Why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder. News of Kiryu-san, perhaps? A sighting, a rumor, a word? Some sliver of evidence somehow suggesting that his death was a feint?
Don't do this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
I see. And that's all it is?
Come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
You too.
Kazuki-san likes to say that Kiryu-san deserves to have us honor his legacy. That's why Stardust was worth all the scraping and clawing it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself, even. Like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time, I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind. I should apologize for dragging you all the way up there. I know you're busy.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work it took.
Kazuki and Yuya, well, feel free to tell me I was right. Those two have always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it hearing all that?
It was good. I felt happy. Like listening in on your own funeral, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Although, what better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard everyone will say good riddance over. Except maybe you. You think you only ever put people in danger. I'm gonna prove to you you're wrong. I'm working on another clandestine reunion. Stay in touch until then.
Thanks for the drink. See you again soon.
Good night, Kiryu. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Allez, on continue l'histoire. On va progresser un petit peu. C'est vraiment joli.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Il est rapide lui pour téléphoner. Ami. Hello. Ça c'est pour des souvenirs de Kiryu là. De lui là.
Oh, goodness. I assume you're...
I'm prepared.
Il récupère de l'énergie en fait à chaque fois
As
qu'il
it happens, there are a few familiar faces visiting 𝐲𝐿 at the moment.
I suppose that's pure coincidence.
Alors je rappelle, juste après je ferai du Fortnite, alors je sais pas si ça sera du RP ou si ça sera des games normales, je ferai, ou alors j'essaierai de faire un peu des deux.
To prepare for the dissolution,
Very bien.
Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi?
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in 𝐲𝐿 right now.
Huh. Tagashira. Matsunaga.
They're here to investigate the 𝐶eiryu for themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If Ebina's dissolution succeeds, every Yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now. Which means your boys are officers of the main family. They're trusted with a lot these days.
I see. How about that?
What's wrong? You've got that look on your face. You don't want to see him?
It isn't that. Not exactly. I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding. How could I ever show my face to them again?
Who said you'd show your face? Hang back, just like with Kazuki and everyone. Hear Tagashira himself say what they think of you. Honestly, you should get how this works by now.
Maybe so.
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there. Don't you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
Either way, the timing of their 𝐲𝐿 trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby right now. Let's not miss them. See them there, Kiryu? Those are your boys.
Yeah. It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met. Well, not completely. It's strange seeing them with subordinates of their own.
Shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. 𝐈 hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshima dignitaries for crying out loud.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Are they that pissed off that a girl hasn't sat down with them yet? Really?
Not sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Date-san! Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends. Go polish your badge. Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Hey, calm down. There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong, or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashima. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. 𝐾𝐞𝐬𝐜 had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Now that you mention it. Wait, so then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
You sure about this, Aniki? I mean, knocking them back with the fuzz?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yep, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says you can buy his drinks. You can buy his drinks.
Good, I appreciate it. Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-Yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The 𝐈 clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
Wait a second. You mean everyone here is Yakuza?
Eugene shure's got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now. We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
What he means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh? You bastards really want to throw down, huh?
Go ahead! Nobody cut our family's balls off!
Whoa, Hiroshima thugs are all talk, right? I'm sure we can take them. Catch the next train home, fuckers! Or we'll punch your ticket for you!
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you need to stay back, damn it. Kiryu...
Huh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin? Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Hiroshiman dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled? You two leave while you can.
You're out of your mind. This ain't no one's fight but ours.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already. Stay back.
Show me what you got.
Allez, un petit combat. Wouh. Alors, on va les fracasser. Prenez ça dans la tronche. Voilà, ça c'est fait. Ensuite, ça.
Who wants to go? It's over.
Maintenant, on va se prendre prends ça. Voilà. Tiens. Ah, je pensais pas que ça allait tuer les deux. Super. On a gagné encore de l'argent. Ouais. Ouais. Niveau supérieur. Supérieur. Niveau supérieur. Et ben voilà. Éclaté.
Ain't this a story from back home? Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Only out here would you find a cop stronger than a Yakuza.
Stronger? He's good, but I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city Yakuza neutered so bad, huh? Right, champ?
Sorry about him. He doesn't say much.
That's a good quality in people. Strong and silent. Actually, it reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. 𝗏𝐸. Same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly. Something about this quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Huh. Is that so? I'm not sure. After all, I've known 𝗏𝐸 much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure, look at this guy. I mean, 𝗏𝐸 was way more badass.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏, right?
Both names sound tough, I'd say. Except Kazuma Kiryu. Whew! Man, that name's just on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the Yakuza meant.
That he did.
Oh. What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
Well, that's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch 𝐸𝐸 died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still getting attention. And then, the man we took as our Aniki got killed. Could have asked him so much more. Just stormed in one day and fixed up messes. Like pulling up every rotten weed that sprung since World War II. Now, the police say that Kazuma Kiryu took all the other mysteries with him to his grave. But that's gotta be a load of bull. They gotta know more than they're telling us.
Plus, all the big shot politicians got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those, Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess the 𝗓𝐳 family came out all the better thanks to 𝗂𝐞𝐬𝐜 at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. The Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Huh? Wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The 𝗓𝐳 family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta, and he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. His Yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. 𝗂𝐞𝐬𝐜 inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch 𝗓𝐳 would have wanted it that way. But he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had. When he died, it looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, he was a model Yakuza, and he died a Yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
Now that's a Yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. A long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between 𝗓𝐳-san and 𝗂𝐞𝐬𝐜, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. If they could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
That's all right. We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Jincho, we finally met someone 𝗂𝐞𝐬𝐜 might have seen something in. Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk and stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these Yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all, no shit, Detective. That Ebina's a smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryuin-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryuin-san.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe they did.
Sheesh. If your boys ended up in that brawl, it could have painted a target on the entire Yomei Alliance. And to avoid getting sucked into war, easiest thing would be to cut off the 𝗓𝐳 family and be done with it.
Yeah.
That said, it was reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not for your initiative, I never would have spoken to those two again. Back in Hiroshima, I made a mess of things, and I left without fixing them. I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Thanks for the drinks. We'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
On va essayer de finir les souvenirs de notre ami. Ça, il l'appellera plus toutes les 3 secondes. Salut. Et je remarque que la porte, elle est plus petite que presque le personnage. C'est dingue.
Oh, good. I assume you're...
Allons-y.
I'm prepared.
All right. Our guest this time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka, didn't he? Hey, what's up? You remember him, right? Don't tell me I wasted my time calling him here.
You didn't. Besides, I wouldn't be that ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from your past back then, too, didn't you? Even went by the alias Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
What? Did something bad happen to him?
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy. Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you ain't wrong there. Speaking of which, Date-san's not here yet. Wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
Don't worry. Date-san gave me a rundown. That man's a real detective, you know.
Date-san, What was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion more. Cab Company's not exactly doing well, but the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait, Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Well, I might have abused a bit of my police authority. Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
I offered to cover his travel expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me. Oh, don't give me that look, man.
What? I was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies for me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
This place sure is a riot. Hey, maybe I ought to move to Yokohama myself.
Wow, would you really? Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima. I'm Date. You been enjoying yourself?
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there. Nearly forgot I was meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities. Thanks for coming all the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh, no, not at all. Please do. Still, to think Suzuki-san's name would come up again. But like I told you on the phone, the last I saw Suzuki-san was 10 years ago. How's that even gonna help the police?
Well, truth be told, I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Oh, no, it's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No, I'm not going to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. Had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double-checking. You were aware that Taichi Suzuki was a fake name, right?
A fake name? Nah, ain't no way. That doesn't sound right. No siree.
Uh-huh. Okay then, why don't you settle down and hear me out. Taichi Suzuki was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san? That's gotta be a lie. Some big mistake. You ever consider that the Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki-san I know.
What? Really?
Guess I should have looked into your story more carefully before coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up. Sorry, my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
Ooh, what's going on? Why all the yelling?
Judging by the way you wanted to run from me, I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
You probably did come here to talk about Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Your plans changed when this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread all over the internet, despite his supposed death. Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on?
If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police. Even a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting. It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
You got the wrong idea. That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu. After all, I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He nearly gave up on life. That's when you entered the picture. You took him on and hired him as a taxi driver. That guy's known as the legendary Yakuza. You think he'd crack in the interrogation room? I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me. I found out that Suzuki-san was actually Kazuma Kiryu from the news. Saw him in that Yakuza scuffle up in Kamurocho. Must have been a little while after he left our place. All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up, me included. Sure, I knew he was no run-of-the-mill guy, but I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the heck even was that video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that, so... I'm just gonna say, no comment.
No comment?
That's not enough for you?
That's great. Real great. Just what I needed to hear. You know, you're a lot like Suzuki-san. No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
This coming from you? You're just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief, I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Huh?
When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. And I got something to say to him, too.
And what's that?
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san. Just be sure to come back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Ah.
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished business there.
Bah dis donc, ils en ont vu des
Now that
verres.
she finally knows how much I appreciated him. There's nothing more I can do now.
Ils sont jolis ces styles de verres là. Avec un espèce de globe dedans. C'est original.
You said I was your best friend?
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the Chief's trust. I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way, especially in these times. Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Le mec il en s'enrôle pour fêter ça. Ah l'humour. Ah la vache. Ça c'est bien ça. Ah cet humour. Ah trop bien. Alors... Il y a un autre épisode après, l'éveil numéro 7. Ah!
Found it.
Eh ben oui.
Picture perfect.
Photo, photo, photo. Je me disais bien aussi. Des fois il y a des endroits comme ça, faut vraiment regarder partout. C'est quoi ça hein? Salut, ça va? 10 000 yens. Non merci. Je comprenais pas la signification, mais maintenant j'ai compris. Alors, du coup, on en est où? Dash. On va aller poursuivre un petit peu, puis après, ça sera tout bon. On va passer sur Fortnite. Je sais pas si je fais du RP ou si je fais des games normales. Je vais voir. Peut-être des RP, puis après, des games normales, on verra bien. On va voir. Il est 16h11. C'est bon, on est temps. Corico, notre ami. Corico, notre ami. Allez, on poursuit l'histoire. Corico, notre ami. Ah, attendez voir. Ah, je m'en doutais qu'il y avait besoin de trucs. Heureusement, j'ai regardé. Je me serais fait éclater là-dessus. Surtout que s'ils ont pas de truc vert, enfin un truc bleu là, le PM, c'est pour déclencher les attaques spéciales. Donc du coup, voilà quoi. Salut Seb, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu es bien. Ça fait combien de temps que je suis en live? Attendez voir, je regarde juste un truc. 1h24. Ouais, ça fait 1h24 que je suis en live. Wow. Du coup, vous souhaitez du RP ou du Fortnite en game normal? Peut-être du RP, et après avoir game normal. Là c'est 16h donc ouais. Super. Surtout à 16h. Il est pas mal ce jeu, il est vraiment bien. N'hésitez pas à aller voir les rediffs aussi, vous allez voir, c'est un très très bon jeu. Il y a celui-là, il y a un Throne of Liberty aussi. Oui, Walou. J'espère que tu vas bien, Seb. Bienvenue. Bienvenue. Du coup, je pense qu'on va passer sur du RP. RP, on va faire de 16h jusqu'à 17h30 à peu près. Voire 18h, et puis après 18h, on fera la game normale. Ouais, on va faire comme ça, je pense. On va faire comme ça. On va faire comme ça. Ça sera pas mal. Bien. Allez, Walou. Sauvegarde. Et regarde l'écran titre. Voilà. Du coup, on se retrouve tout de suite après, là, les amis, pour du Fortnite. Ce sera sur du RP. Et puis, merci pour les likes, ceux qui ont partagé, qui se sont abonnés. Merci à ceux qui sont passés. Et puis, on continuera un petit peu la suite de ce jeu. Je verrai aussi la semaine, ou alors... voilà. Tranquille, au KLM. Et salut à tout de suite.